Hi everyone, Rene Bastarache here with the American School of Hypnosis, and today I'm doing a little bit of live marketing training. So we're actually live on Facebook in our Facebook forum in the group. So if any of you are there and have any questions about marketing, go ahead and ask them. And I was going to start doing a little training right from the beginning for practitioners who have just joined, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information from our Triple Your Clients in 30 Days. And oh, hi, Victoria. People are coming on already, and let's see. We have Eunice is here, and Casey and Raluca's here, and oh, have a lot more people than I expected. No announcement, I just jumped in, and we have Stephen. Hey guys, I'm glad to see you all here this morning. That means where it comes to marketing, a lot of you are in your office working. Very good. So I'm not teaching on deaf ears. That's great. And so Eunice, where are you from? I don't think we've met before. And Stephen's here. All of you talk about where you're from. Go ahead and put it down so we know who everyone is and where y'all coming from. And oh, Mohammed's here. Good. We got all kinds of people here. Yeah. Well, anyways, like I said, I want to speak a little bit about what you do once you get your certification. Unfortunately, there's a lot of practitioners, they'll get certified, they'll get to their office, and they'll open the door and say, where's the clients, okay? The old saying, if you build it, they will come. Well, just because you're certified doesn't mean you're going to have people lined up. Unfortunately, you are number one, a marketer, and number two, a hypnotherapist, okay? And that's not only for hypnosis, that's whether you're a counselor, massage therapist, mental health, sales. You have to be a marketer, number one. If you don't market, they're not going to be there. So, oh boy, we got from Missouri. Oh, Missouri, that must be kind of warm right now. Oh, it's like 17 degrees outside. It's pretty cold. So let's go ahead and trade places, Stephen. And so anyways, if you build it, they will come is great for Field of Dreams if you watch the movie. But with hypnosis or as a practitioner in any field, you need to market. You need to, we're going to start right from the beginning today, but what I want to do is from week to week, maybe do a little bit more training. And for those of you that are in business, I'm going to ask you to join in and give some of your best marketing ideas as well. So I'm going to read a little bit from this book because I was just kind of thumbing through it this morning. I said, oh, here's some great ideas that everyone would like to know. So with this type of business, it's the first thing you must do is to accomplish or determine exactly what type of business you're going to operate. A lot of people don't even think of that when they're taking their training. Are you going to open a physical office? Here's your choices. Are you going to share an office with another professional? Oh, that's an idea. Are you going to open an office from your home? Are you going to open a virtual office? Are you going to conduct telephone hypnosis? And is your business going to run just local advertising? Are you going to advertise on the internet or run totally on the internet? Okay, so there's a lot of different choices. There's actually even more than that. And let's see. Are you going to specialize? Are you going to do individual sessions? Are you going to do group sessions? So it's good to have an idea of what you're going to do before you get started. Let's see, I'm trying to refresh here. Minnesota, there's another one. Donna's from Minnesota. Now, you've determined what you're going to do. Okay, so let's say you're going to start sessions from an office. Okay, you need to choose the name of your company. Have you chosen the name of your company? Is it going to be, let's see, Stephen Rose Hypnosis? Or is it going to be Hypnosis of, I'm picking on you, Stephen, right now, Hypnosis of Missouri? Yeah, I'm going to say Missouri because I don't know. I never heard of Nixa. No offense. It might be like 500,000 people. So Hypnosis of Missouri, Hypnosis of Southern Missouri. I think you can use your name, but starting out, it might be a good idea to put the word hypnosis in there. So when people do searches, that's a good keyword. When I started out umpteen million years ago, as a lot of you know, I'm in Maine. It was Southern Maine Hypnosis. And I had an office right on Main Street. When I first started, I was actually working out of my home. Then I split an office with a doctor in 2 different cities, and I still had my home. So I had 3 offices in 3 different cities. And then in one of the largest cities, which was probably about 30,000 people, near where I lived, a pharmacy went out of business, and I rented the pharmacy, closed all 3 offices, and moved into the pharmacy. That way it was a huge place right on Main Street, major intersection. So we had a metaphysical shop, a little place where I could sell, trinkets in the front office. And then I had a wall, and we had our hypnosis office. And later on, the whole back I used for a school. Because eventually it went from Southern Maine Hypnosis to the American School of Hypnosis. So that way I could run all 3. And at the time, we even had a soundproof room way out in the back. This is when I began, and I thought distractions were bad for hypnosis. So I took this room and completely covered it in egg crate material. You've seen that stuff. It looks like you put eggs in there, and made the room completely soundproof. And I had a big window so people could sit on the other side and watch, their spouses be hypnotized or whatever. Of course, I put the chair of the person being hypnotized with the back to the window so they wouldn't be distracted. But that didn't last long. It was just so quiet, it drove me nuts. I mean, you could hear a pin drop. So I went back out in the open place. So there's a lot of things you can do. So what do you have for a company name? Find your niche. Some people call it a niche. It's a niche, I think. What do you want to do? Do you want to be a master of all, a jack of all trades, a master of none, or are you going to specialize in something? It's good to know. I find that specialists seem to do better than generalists. And it's important when you're looking at this, before you get into it, plan what you're going to do. It's always great to be the expert in your field. Now, how do you do that? Let's see, I'm looking what we have here on the, oh boy, my chat's not refreshing. So I see things are going all the way down here. Let's see. Oh, Stephen has Ozark Hypnosis Center. I think, Stephen, you mean hypnosis and not hypnosis, right? I typed that too. When you type fast, it goes hypnosis instead of hypnosis. It would be catchy, though. People would say, what's a hypnosis? So anybody punches in the search term wrong, they're going to go right to yours. It's funny, just a little side note. If you do any advertising on AdSense or AdWords online with Google or something like that, you punch in all your keywords, punch in some of the keywords or add some of the keywords that are misspelled on purpose, because a lot of people do searches and they misspell something. And if they do, they're going to come right to you. So you're not going to have to line up with everybody else. So hypnosis, hypnosis, any different ways you could find to spell it, you might want to put some of those in your search terms as well. And for those of you that do any kind of advertising on Google, you know what I mean, the meta tags. So going back to this, how can you be the leader in your field right from the beginning? Well, one way to do it is to write articles. Write articles on hypnosis. I mean, just from being a practitioner and graduating hypnosis, you know more than 90%, probably even 95% of the general public. So write an article on smoking cessation, on weight loss, on, what kind of things you specialize in, bedwetting, if you're doing things with children, bedwetting, memory retention for school, nail biting. So just write articles. Either you can get a blog, do it online, or your local newspaper. A lot of newspapers would love to have someone specializing like you to write an article once in a while for them. So there's a lot of good free advertising there. Write an ebook. That's always great. And as you know, I'm a big one on books. Write an ebook and post it online. You can give it away free. You can put it on in Kindle. You can put it, you can actually publish it and make it a hardbound book on CreateSpace, which is Amazon's publishing platform, and it's free to do. Okay, it's print on demand, but number one, it gets you in the top 10% of society, or top 10% as a practitioner because you're an author, and number two, it gives you a heck of a lot of advertising. Okay, so free advertising because people want to know about something, and they see Amazon, they go right there and, oh, there's your name. Oh, he's an author. Let's go see him. I mean, who would you rather go see as a practitioner? You're looking in the, I'm dating myself. You're looking in the newspaper, okay, or in the yellow pages, but you're looking and comparing two hypnotists. One of them is just, John's hypnotist, John the hypnotist, and the other one, whatever his name is, he's an author. He's on YouTube. He's got articles out. Which one would you rather go see? One that wrote the book or one that's kind of a jack of all trades? You see what I mean? So that helps you right out of the gate. Even if you're brand new, it doesn't have to be a big book. It could be just a small book, what I call a pocket book, maybe 30 pages. If you want to see what a pocket book's like, go to our What's New page, or it's called a brand new page on our website. And if you scroll down, you'll see a pocket book that I wrote over there that I'm actually giving away free. See, so just by watching this, you get a free pocket book. I believe it was, I can't remember the title of it, something about being, how to be, steps of being a hypnosis practitioner, a successful practitioner. But that's a pocket book, and you can write something like that in a weekend. Let's see. I don't know why my page isn't refreshing here. I have to keep on going down. Okay. Stephen, looking to do group hypnosis using support groups, starting with Stop Smoking. Yeah, group hypnosis is great. In my earlier years, I did quite a bit of group hypnosis, especially with that office I had downtown. Group hypnosis is also a great way to seed a one-on-one practice. Now, if you're doing group hypnosis, Stephen, in a local area, this is something that's in the book later on, but you may want to go see if you can get into your local adult education. Some places, high schools teach it, colleges teach it. Adult ed is someplace that anyone can teach anything from hypnosis to basket weaving to needlepoint to camera, using a camera. But you offer, let's say, to do one or two groups for them, maybe a smoking one, or maybe even talk about hypnosis in general. And they advertise to the entire city for you. Okay, usually you get these little brochures for adult education. And they usually do have like a spring and a fall, I think, semester. Some of them have several semesters. You got to do it in advance because they want to have all their advertising done in advance. But the thing is, they advertise to the whole city. You might get 15, 20 people attending, and you do get paid for it. They either pay you by the hour or by the head. They give you the choice in some cases. But the thing is, all these people that come, okay, you're not getting paid much, and they're paying very little to be there. But if they like you, they'll sign up for maybe to come to future groups or to future individual sessions. So with groups, that's a great way to really, go ahead to really help seed your practice. And let's see, what do we have here? So I spoke about a book, and I'm not going to talk too much about this because mainly I just wanted to come on and let people know that we're going to be getting into marketing and seeing who has an interest in this. So if this is something you'd like to see more of, like an ongoing thing, let us know. I'm actually thinking of putting together a kind of like a mastermind for people, for practitioners who would like to learn and share about marketing so they can progress their business this year. And I'm going to be advertising, or I should say I am advertising this on YouTube because this video is going to go on YouTube as well. But the venue will be taught in the AIA Association. So for those of you that aren't seeing this already right now in the AIA, there'll be a link below the video for the YouTube people, so you can go ahead and sign up. It's free to get in the association, so you'll get a lot of information there. And all these videos that we do in YouTube will be posted, in Facebook will be posted on YouTube because that's a great place to catalog them. You'll be able to go into our YouTube channel and see the playlist of all the different ones as they go along. Oh, okay, and I'm going to probably end with this one. It's called your USP. What is your USP? Anybody know what USP is? I'm looking at the comments. What does USP stand for? USP. No one's putting it. USP. Very important. Okay, I'll give it away. What is your unique selling point? Okay, everyone has a unique selling point. So what is it? And I mean, do you specialize in something? Like I said, is it smoking? Do you have a certain type of program do you do? Do you do a 21-day program? What's your unique selling point? And it's important to know what makes you different, because then you're going to come up with your elevator introduction. Now, if you're brand new, you all need to have an elevator introduction. What's an elevator introduction? Here, how did I word it here? An elevator introduction is a 20 to 30-second commercial describing who you are, what you do, and what your benefits are, benefits for them, so your unique selling points. Now, the reason it's 20, 30 seconds, they figure, how quick could you say all this information to somebody if you got on the first floor of an elevator and you're getting off on the third floor, okay? So there's your elevator speech, okay? So you get 20 to 30 seconds, the guy, so the door closes, they can't go nowhere, they can't run away. So what are you gonna say in 30 seconds? So go ahead and work on that this week. And for those of you that are here, when we come on next week, I will be advertising to let you know when we're gonna come on next time. I wanna hear all your 30-second elevator speeches, or it says 5 floors, but I like to say 3 floors as well. Your 3-floor speech. So let's see, just so we have record of this. There's Stephen, there's Casey, there's Royce, there's Ani, there's Amia. So all of you, okay, you heard your names, and there's more. If I scroll through, I said them as we're going. You got to come up with your elevator speech, and next week I'll have you type it in. If it's only 30 seconds, you should be able to type it in. It's interesting to see what people will say, because the thing is, if you're on an elevator and you start telling somebody what you do, and the elevator stops and they're walking away, I mean, it's good to have a little bit longer introduction if you have a chance, and a captive audience, but you should have a 20 or 30-second one just when somebody says, "Hey, what do you do?" "Oh, I own the American School of Hypnosis. We teach people to teach others to be hypnotists, or we help people to start their own business and become entrepreneurs." Okay, it's pretty simple. Boom, boom, boom. How do we do it? So what do you do, and how do you do it? And if you don't know, think about it. What do you want to do? What do you want to specialize in? So there's our first mini training that we have, and I'm going to give you a little bit more each time. And also, I'd like to have you think of some things, especially if you're in practice already, some ideas that you have that help you to expand your business, everything from marketing techniques to even advertisements you might put in the newspaper or online that are helpful to get customers. And if you can come up with those and send me some during the week, put them in the comments below, talk to me about it when you're on next week. But anything you do is basically here to help everyone. So I'll try to give you what I can, and you folks join in and tell me what works for you, and hopefully we can all grow together. So let's see what we got here. Any more comments? I'd like to welcome those new people that just joined in. And Casey goes, "Oops, I've been spotted." Yes, Casey, you're spotted. Isn't that terrible when you're talking and you don't think nobody's watching, but we are. We see you. That's it. Covert hypnosis marketing. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of different ideas, but let's get some physical things that we could show people. And Steve says, looking to do groups, using support groups, starting with Stop Smoke. Okay, I caught that. Good. So if you have questions during the week, also go ahead and send them in, and we'll answer them as we go. Like I said, we want the whole idea of the group, of the community here, is to help everyone to grow together. So with that, you all have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and for those of you that aren't in the AIA, the Self-Help Forum, right below, just go there, click on it. It's free. We'll accept you. You come in, tell us who you are, where you're from, and let's get to know you. Bye-bye now.